angayi ejele wena ucabanga ini?
Mina into engicabangayo ukuthi zonke lezi zinja lezi mazihambe ziyejele ziboshwe. uJulius Malema if ever bekadubule someone kusho ukuthi bekumele ukuthi ayebo ngoba uyi-South African. Ubhuti abela la angeke akhulume nento ayikhulumayo. uJulius Malema uthanda i-corruption and uthanda nokumesapha i-South Africa. Imagine if ever uJulius Malema bekayi-president bese yoba njani? Futhi into engizona uJulius Malema wabhayisisa uJacob Zuma. Kunini kumanje siyahlupheka ngasikhathi uJacob Zuma yi-president bese ngahlupheki. Ngiyabonga kakhulu sisithabile.
Former EFF Member of Parliament Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi has re-entered the political spotlight, delivering a forceful defense of Julius Malema as the Economic Freedom Fighters leader awaits a pivotal sentencing ruling set for Thursday morning. In a sharply worded post on X on Wednesday, Ndlozi argued that imprisoning Malema will offer no tangible benefit to the country, casting the matter as one that extends far beyond legal considerations into the broader political landscape. Taking it to his X app, he wrote, "This country and society benefits nothing with Malema in prison. Nothing, not on those charges." Ndlozi stressed that Malema's presence in parliament remains essential, warning that his absence could tilt the balance of political influence. He framed the issue as part of a wider ideological contest, cautioning against what he described as the growing momentum of right-leaning forces, and said his voice is crucial right inside parliament. "We can't give way to liberal right-wing forces to dominate. AfriForum must not win." His intervention comes at a critical juncture in the case. The court has already had submissions during the pre-sentencing phase, with prosecutors seeking 15-year custodial sentence, while the defense has argued for a more lenient outcome, including the possibility of a fine or suspended sentence. Judgment is now imminent. The stakes are high. A prison term exceeding 12 months could jeopardize Malema's seat in parliament, with potential ripple effects for the EFF's leadership structure and its influence in national politics. Ndlozi's remarks also signal a notable shift in his own political posture, having largely remained on the periphery of frontline EFF engagements in recent months. His outspoken defense of Malema suggests that the moments of heightened political consequence can still draw former insiders back into the fray, underscoring the enduring pull of party loyalty in South Africa's evolving political arena. But many people reacted to Ndlozi's post and expressed strong disappointment with Mbuyiseni's statement. One wrote, "So according to you, doctor, a whole PhD holder, some crimes are for ordinary citizens only, and politicians must be given a pass. What's next? Corruption and rape laws must also not cover them. Oh, Wamurena, respect yourself." Another one said, "No, bro. Let's sacrifice him so that he will learn a lesson and respect us as people of this country. He is too full of himself, forgetting that umuntu ngabantu. We once believed he is a beacon of hope for this country and our generation, but he forsake us and side with criminals and drug dealers and belittle our cry as citizens, called us names instead." Another one supported Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's statement and said, "Black South Africans, this is for you. I don't care what your feelings are towards the CIC. Believe me, the last thing you need is that man in prison and voiceless. It's men like Mr. Malema who are keeping the system in check, especially in parliament and the country as a whole." Another one said, "The country benefits nothing even when he's not in prison. Instead, drug dealers and human traffickers that he tells us we should document and unite with them, continue to destroy this country every day so he can effing go to jail. He can go sing his song, Kill the Farmer song in prison." Another one stated, "Wait, hold up. Your Malema broke the law. This got nothing to do with AfriForum. Malema does not want to take responsibility for his stupid actions and cry like a victim. Wow, the lack of common sense is shocking." Another one said, You may have left the EFF, but the EFF's love for lawlessness has clearly not left you. South Africans are sick and tired of politicians believing they should be above the law. Another one said, how can he go to jail for a toy gun while real criminals are still running around robbing cash and transits in highways and we know nothing about? Another one stated, no one needs to expand on why Temu Amin, who patched you from a party you gave your whole being it for years, is not above the law. But on this benefit thing, the EFF doesn't have the financial issues that the ANC has. Why is it not doing something meaningful for black people with its resources beyond the small projects here and there? Why is it waiting to assume power first? Another one said, in a nutshell, you are saying crime can be tolerated only when it's done by certain people. Meanwhile, the EFF student wing threatened to render South Africa ungovernable if Julius Malema is sent to jail. The warning came from Mahlatse Dlamini, chairperson of the UCT EFF Youth Command, late on Tuesday night. Malema was found guilty as charged in October last year of unlawfully discharging a firearm at an EFF birthday rally in Tanzania in 2018. Adrian Snyman, Malema's erstwhile bodyguard and co-accused, walked free after the court found there was insufficient evidence against him. The charges included unlawful possession of a firearm and ammunition, reckless endangerment, and discharging a firearm in a public place. The state is seeking a prison term of up to 15 years or at the very least 10 years with 3 years suspended and fines on remaining counts. Dlamini said no matter how tomorrow unfolds, the fight for economic freedom continues. We say to AfriForum that no one can stop an idea whose time has come. AfriForum, the Afrikaner lobby group, laid the criminal charges against Malema under the Firearms Control Act. Dlamini further warned, if the commander-in-chief is jailed, we are going to render the country ungovernable. They can jail the liberator, but they can't jail the liberation. If they want to kill the revolution, they will have to arrest millions of us. EFF spokesperson Sinawa Dambo said the party was ready for whatever the court handed down and said, we have been informed that the state will be pursuing a custodial sentence of 15 years, and should that be the case, we will oppose it and immediately appeal. We are confident in our case for appeal and are additionally confident that the President and Commander-in-Chief will be available to continue with the great work he does for the people of South Africa. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.